Okay. Um, I was gonna do a reaction video of a reaction video of Andy Warski, except they haven't really done any reaction video lately, uh, and I like their stuff. So I've kind of looked around trying to find like a reaction video of theirs so I could do a reaction video of them, but I really couldn't find one. Uh, what I always joke to no one in particular. I mean, he looks a lot like Jake Johnson from if you watch the show New Girl. My wife watches it. I watch it a little bit. It's pretty funny. Anyways, just the similarities. I mean, just look at that. That's just crazy. Oh, come on, what's going on? Yeah, see, look. There's Andy Worski, Jake Johnson. I wonder if there's anyone that probably like saw Andy Worski and go, "Hey, Jake Johnson has his own YouTube channel. I'm gonna go watch it." But no, these guys are great. I like them. Go watch their stuff. But I'm actually gonna segue this video into something pretty reasonable, and I hope I can anger some people so I get more views. But there's actually something really important that I'm gonna talk about once I get past all this little reaction or two reaction video stuff. Okay, so again, uh, I'll focus on the amazing atheist. Um, he's doing a reaction video of Archduke. I didn't know who this guy was. I'm pretty bad at following popular social media people. I had to look, and at the end of his video, of course, it shows um, don't buy merchandise at archdukestuff.com and GoFundMe Archduke. I'm pretty sure this guy's rolling in the dough. I mean, 8.5 million video views on this video, and like 5 minute video. Damn, I'm doing something wrong. I need to talk about like racist stuff, like uh, white, black, Asian privilege, and yeah, try to get like 10 million views and start like my own GoFundMe page. Hey, let's see what he makes. I didn't even think about it. How much money is he making in this GoFundMe page? I mean, shoot. I think I might just start doing this if he's okay. 36,000. Okay, so not much. I mean, but 36,000 is still pretty good for like 9 months. I mean, besides the merchandise, and I'm pretty sure he probably gets some advertising revenue somehow, YouTube or whatnot. Okay, let's stop. Let's go back. Really, I kind of agree with like most of what the amazing atheist says in his reaction video. So this kind of sucks. I don't want to nitpick. But I'm gonna segue into it based on what the comments are. Watch.
Quit whining. You're fucking. This video you made got 5 million views. You think if I as a white person made a video about black privilege, you think it'd get 5 million views? Hell no. You're already better than me at my own job just because.
All right. So right. Okay. Amazing Atheist, has 1 million subscribers. That's pretty good. He had 156,000 views on here. He's got a lot of likes. I'm never even gonna reach half those likes ever, probably for another couple years. Anyways, all right. So I'm not gonna focus on the amazing atheist this time because I'm gonna segue into something else. You can see that the majority of his followers and who make comments are uneducated, or they really follow propaganda, or maybe they're propagandists. I really don't know because the internet has this veil of people hiding behind it. Uh, let's focus on this one. Irish slaves were treated the worst. Irish slaves. I don't hear them bitching about wanting free stuff and privileges. Maybe it's because they aren't little bitches. Okay, so this is my reaction video to reaction video comment to a comment. Let's see who this guy is. He's got one subscription. He likes a lot of this stuff. Yeah, he's a troll, pretty much. Um, that's it. He's a troll. So, in my estimation, he is a propagandist. And here's why. Here we go, down the rabbit hole. Okay, so if you look at Irish slaves meme, you'll see a lot. You'll see things like white Irish slaves were treated worse than any other race in the U.S. When was the last time you heard an Irishman bitching about how the world owes them a living? Hey, that sounds very familiar. Let's look at that. Irish slaves were treated the worst. I don't hear them bitching about wanting free stuff and privileges. Maybe it's because they aren't little bitches. Wow, that's very, very close to the mark. Very close. Wow, that's just like almost verbatim. Our white Irish slaves were treated worse than any race in the U.S. When is the last time you heard an Irishman bitching and moaning about how the world owes them a living? Wow, that's look at those key words right there. I mean, damn, did that commenter like come up with that all by himself? Maybe he was the originator of that meme. Wow, Xamis Limelight. He is going places. I mean, look at that. All right, let's forget it. Yeah, I hope he comments on my page. That'd be awesome. Please comment on my YouTube video. That would make my day. Okay, look, you'll see a lot of Irish were slaves to tumblr.com. You'll see a whole bunch of stuff. It's like, wow, I didn't know there were so many Irish people angry about not being included in the conversation of being slaves. Okay. Now, what if I told you that there were no Irish slaves? You'd be like, Ebon, you crazy. You're like, understand history, foo. I'm like, what? Well, actually, I did a bad one. It would be like a southern drawl. You should learn your history, son. Whatever. I'm horrible at racist impressions. Anyways, you're gonna be like, nah. Yeah, look, you're just some Asian trying to make up stuff that there were no such things as Irish slaves. Who's gonna listen to you? You're just a imbecile of a Asian guy. Well, if I told you it was an Irish person that said it, you're like, whatever. Another Asian lie, another propaganda piece by an Asian social justice warrior. What if I said the guy that said there were no Irish slaves was a historian? You'd be like, oh, fuck this Asian guy. This guy is racist. No, never mind that I'm married to a white woman who's partly has some Irish background, I'm sure. Okay. But, I welcome your views. I welcome your comments. I love them. It just keeps me happy because I don't really see the negative of it. It actually just cracks me up. All right. Liam Hogan. All right. Go ahead and read his stuff that I'm gonna put in my comments or my description. He's librarian and historian. He's got 24.5 thousand followers. He does articles at medium.com. He's from Limerick City, Ireland. He's librarian and historian researching slavery, memory, and power. And you can see a lot of his things. The one that I'll show you mostly is he has all of his work on the Irish slaves meme, like from 2015 to 2016. And he talks about debunking the imagery of the Irish slaves meme, and he goes all through the details. I mean, this guy, look, you see how that I had that photo before, right? And you saw it. It's, but this photograph is not from the U.S., nor does it depict white Irish slaves. Historian Matthew C. Riley has done extensive research on the poor white community of Barbados. This photo was taken in Barbados in 1908. So these propagandists, whoever's doing this agenda of whatever their agenda is to maybe debunk how bad slavery was. You know, it's like the same thing about how people are saying the concentration camps of Nazi Germany didn't happen. Okay, so all right, you're saying all right. That's just one historian, two historians maybe. They're Irish, so what? They're just dumb Irishmen. Um, and then you go to an open letter to Irish Central, Irish Examiner, and Scientific American about their Irish slaves disinformation. And you can see all the articles that they list, and you can see the people who signed it. They're historians, philosophers, PhDs, archivists, doctoral researchers, retired professors, authors, historians, journalists, engineers, the director, producers. They're, I mean, these guys have more accreditations. I don't know if that's the right word for it. Than I'll have in like 100 lifetimes. I only have a high school diploma, right? So don't take my word for it. You can go ahead and read this and take their word for it. I'm just presenting you something that you probably never even thought about or looked for before. I'm not Irish. Most of these people are. I'm not a historian. Well, I am, but not like a historian of academia, like with like a PhD. These guys are, right? Okay, read it. If not, stay ignorant. Comment on my video. All the same. See, what I like about it is I look through his stuff, all his tweets, and they're pretty good. And he actually, the agenda of this whole thing probably happened on like 4chan, maybe even some sites in the dark web. But I don't think they're really too open about it. I mean, if they're doing it on 4chan, right? It's all about propaganda and memes, and you'll see a lot of people who like memetics, like who's that guy? I watch his stuff, not very much. He has his own propaganda. Let me see. What is his name? Sticks something. Sticks 666. Whatever. Yeah. I listen to his stuff. Some of it's okay. Some of it's just propaganda that he pulls. It fits it to his agenda. That's fine. He makes a living off of it. He writes books. People buy his books. He does a lot of occult stuff. People buy into all this stuff because of the occultism. I'm not saying that there isn't occultists out there. There are. That's a whole topic in itself. Okay. So Liam Hogan talks about excerpts from, last year's discussion on the 4chan poll board, and he can look through. I'll support this. I'll just show how insane the left has become. Another person says, "I'm just gonna go ahead and assume this is fake." La la la. What this is just a push towards propagating an agenda and making people believe in it. What was that? There's that one meme that's people will believe any quote from. Let's see if this comes back. Like, what's funny is this is a whole war. This is the new war, friend. This is the information age. Battling disinfo and info. this is the way to get people so busy that they don't even want to go research the truth. But now there's actually a battle by real, like, PhD historians and researchers and people who know the truth and is trying to get people to look at the truth. And by trying to get people, I mean, that's the same thing. That's my same motivation, right? I try to say, don't dumb it down, smarten up. That's what I want you to do. I don't want you to take something like, I fear the day when people will believe internet quotes by Albert Einstein. It's like, wow, Albert Einstein knew about internet way back then. Like, the, okay, maybe that's a real one. People will believe anything they read on the internet. Thomas Jefferson. I mean, if you actually believe these memes, damn, you're maybe all right, ignorant or idiot. You're one of those. Like, who believes this guy? It's Aristotle. Come on, you can't be an idiot. Albert Einstein. Come on. Aristotle. It's so blatantly dumb that people would actually believe that this quote in the picture are both Aristotle. It's like, I don't even know what Aristotle looks like. So, like, even, but it's funny because it's dumb. People are dumb. Let's see, it's I'll leave this up here. People are dumb. You believe a lot of stuff that you see in memes, and it's powerful. It is. I mean, I believe some stuff in it, but then what I do, I research it. But people who don't research it, you're gonna be like, oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. You go about your day. Next time you have a conversation with just someone randomly about something, you start going off about a meme that you saw and saying, hey, there's a picture of this, and then there's some facts or data, and I took it as fact because it looked like it would be, and that was that. So don't fall for all these memes. They're there to suck you into their agenda. You don't want to, all this information out there. There's troves of it. I mean, you haven't even reached the outermost layer of what's out there for information. You just go to the library, you can see a whole bunch. But now we're in the digital age. Everyone's blogging, everyone's tweeting, everyone's doing something. Like, I was trying to even find who the heck made that video. White privilege explained in 5 minutes on YouTube. People are doing a lot of reaction videos to it, but I have, it was like looking at 5 million views or more. It's like there aren't any. But I had to look at Facebook and figure it out. And that's what you can do. You just research. You just keep investigating until you find it, and then you think about it a little. You talk about it to someone maybe, but you actually look up the truth. I mean, look at the Xamis Limelight. He had 251 replies. No, 112 replies, 251 likes. He had more likes than anyone. See where that's going, right? We already know that Irish slaves, there were no Irish slaves, they're indentured servants. Big difference. And this isn't coming from me, this is coming from historians, PhDs, Irish people. Alright, it's not coming from me. You can say it, I said it, but I'm just telling you who's investigating it, who the real historians are, who's the one actually fighting this whole disinformation thing. And then you go, I don't hear them bitching about wanting free stuff and privileges. See, there's another thing. It's like you're assuming that they're getting free stuff. I mean, they're poor. They were slaves for like three centuries about. I mean, can you even imagine being born a slave, being a slave all through your life, having kids that end up being slaves, and then dying as a slave. it's it's damn depressing. I mean, that's why I named my dog Spartacus. His name was originally Token. We've rescued him. Uh, you know, I am anti-slavery. Yeah, if you were a slave, yeah, things were horrible. I'm against that. But just put yourself into saying like indentured servitude was slavery. It's like saying, uh, damn, $1 million, nothing these days. I don't know where I was going with that. When you're poor. Oh yeah. Poor people with $1 million, man, life is hard. That's basically that's the comparison. It's like you're not poor. You have $1 million. It's not hard to get by. But you see how they went with that little twist. Irish slaves, they weren't slaves. Um, you don't hear them bitching because they weren't slaves. That's why they weren't bitching. Uh, and yeah, maybe they weren't little bitches. Okay, so we already know that we're debunking this disinfo, but look at how many people like this guy's comment. And who is this guy? And he's just some random behind the scenes anonymous propagandist. That's it. You're believing him. And I hope you come to this video and you really hit the dislike button and get my viewership up. So thank you, trolls. You're gonna bring me into the spotlight. And all because I'm doing reaction videos to reaction videos and comments to reaction videos of my reaction videos. Okay, that's it.